Right, guys. This game's it's interesting. I hate it. I hate this game. But I thought you guys might like to see what happens when things go wrong. What happens when I make mistakes. And also some of my fundamental flaws with Moira. We're not perfect. So look, we're up against a Rhine, a Cassidy, a Freya, a Zen, and an Anna. And what I'm thinking here is, look, there's a Rhine, I want Phantasm. But against Cassidy and Freya, Phantasm's a bit close and personal. And then you're against Zen and Anna, both ranged. You're only getting Phantasm against the Rhine. So it's like, oh, well, Chain Grasp for them, maybe. Still the same problems. I'm like, I don't really want to go cross orble either. So I pick Optimal Overflow. And since they made changes to it, which meant that it now goes through Rhine shields. Before it used to bounce off them, which was really weird. Like the extra orbs that you got.
Only 20 seconds left until
I was like, you know what? That could be good. Because I could fire damage orbs through Rhine. Get to the back to hit the Zen and Anna. We can apply some debuffs. The theory's all good. So, here's the issue. I find Optimal Overflow incredibly awkward to use. Because if I'm not healing a player, I want to be damaging someone. And if I'm not and this just, like here we fire 2 orbs. Cool, good start. And now we're healing, we're trying to get that energy back up. And this is okay, because we're kind of with all of our team. Now we fire some orbs and we heal and we fade back and our Zaya's going in like a crazy person. But we're kind of healing to try and trigger those orbs, and then it's like, okay, we're not sure. So here, I'd maybe right-click someone or retreat, but we're trying to bounce an orb. And we should have another one nearly there. We actually go the other direction to escape the Cassidy. If we fell back, I don't think we make it. Cassidy sounds like he's looking for us. But now we're on kind of like a bit of a flank maneuver. Cassidy's seen us. There's our second orb. Hits the Anna just a little bit. Zen's now on us, so we're going to fade around the back. The whole time, though, the enemy team's getting quite a bit of pressure. So trying to bounce the orb there, anticipating that somebody comes up, but we hadn't done enough healing, or should I say used enough energy. There we go, we get it now. Double orb over towards the Zen. We're low health. And take the Mega and fade behind our team. And yeah, it's a little bit awkward. Like, we're not really accomplishing too much, right? Enemy team's got good objective, like pressure. We fire an orb here. That orb doesn't really do much. So now we use our regular orb on our grasp. And look, as soon as we switch to normal Moira, we end up getting a kill. Here we're healing the enemy Ryan, but we're trying to get a... Okay, there's just players everywhere. So yeah, we're trying to use Optimal Overflow. And it's a bit awkward. Now, okay, in the first round, maybe we shouldn't really focus on it. It should be a lot better in the second round. But enemy team are making a lot of progress against us here. Get some healing on the Genji. Now it's heal orbs. So we're thinking, okay, maybe since the damage side of it's not working that well, we should focus on the healing side. And that makes sense when you've got a Zarya. There's extra motivation to keep her alive. I just don't want to take too much healing away from the Brig. So yeah, it's like right now there's no healing to do, so it makes a bit of sense to fire some orbs. We fire the healing orb there. Second heal orb. We've got no juice though, so we don't have alternative energy or anything. Coalescence comes in, we attack the Cassidy. Looking for the Rhine because the Rhine's the one who could get us off the objective and take him down. So far it's going alright, but we've got a lot of like distance still to catch up. Fire the long range orb there, Zen's hitting us. Just build a little more of that energy up. We also fired a healing orb because I've kind of given up on the damage with Optimal Overflow. So we're trying to bounce orbs off of the back wall there. Now damage orbs, there's no more healing to do. Genji getting 2 kills, pulse bomb, we nearly faded into it. Now we're out of resources again. We can charge up a little bit off of Zen here. Get some actual base healing out. Fire a regular orb, and then we realise Zen's the only one to contest. Brig, Cassidy and I take him down, and hey look, we actually managed to win the round. But those stats are so low. Like 3k damage, 2k healing. It felt so useless.
Next up, the teams are going head to head in control.
So optimal overflow is not something which I like playing with. I find it's really tricky, and this is a fault of mine. It's not really that the power's bad, it's that my playstyle, it doesn't fit it. And I think there's an important message there in that you see me go chain grasp a lot, right? Maybe chain grasp isn't for you. Maybe you're more of an optimal overflow kind of guy. This is kind of the point. But anyway, we've picked it, so we're trying to make it work. So we get alternative energy, which and a little bit of ability lifesteal. So the idea here is simply we want to fire damage orbs, use ability lifesteal to sustain us. We can get base healing on our team. Sounds all good. Let's see how it goes. Nah, I won't ask you to like the video yet. There's nothing to like. Hold off on your likes.
2, 1.
I mean, or you could. Right, so going into round 2. Double damage orb. Fire towards them. We've got another one here. Now we can actually kind of hold this down because at any time we can fade. But I'll tell you, even that I find a little bit awkward. Because it's like, now we've used our fade. What if we need it for this situation? Fire the orb into the corner. Optimal overflow orb the other side. We're looking around, still just spamming healing. Orb didn't get any value there. We fade to cleanse. Sorry, not to cleanse. We fade to get our energy back. There's now an orb still firing them up towards the enemy team. Zai gets slept. Hoping she can survive. She couldn't. Maybe we should have heal orbed it, but it's one of those. You know, we've got to think about the next orb as well. So Genji's in a little bit of trouble, isolated. Oh, Brig, again, we're trying to fire the orb rather than heal, because I don't want to waste the orbs. Otherwise it's like, why did we pick the power in the first place? Well, Freya's up top, she's surely dead. She got that little wall slide, which is really frustrating if you ever find yourself up there. So our team's got 37%, enemy team capped the point. Let's see how we can do here. So, if the damage orbs aren't working, am I going to focus a bit more on heal orbs? At least for now. We can give it a try. Like, we're trying to get this working. We still fight another heal orb, but because we use our fade. I told you I'm really bad with this ability. Like, I can make it work, but it takes a few games of practice to like get used to it. We are still winning though, and I want to say that that's very much thanks to my team. So we get a little bit of healing over onto the Brig, but the orb's wasted from optimal overflow. Fire the orb over towards the Zen. Anna's used sleep, so that's going to trigger us to use our coalescence. Of course, with Transcendence coming in, we were healing one of our players over the other side. Now Isaiah's getting pinned, nothing we can do about that. Brighten Fire Strike kills us. Get a little bit of damage off of our damage orb, but enemy team's on 87% now. We've just got a Brig. Brig gets... Yeah, poor Brig. Enemy team gonna take this round. Look at that, 2k. Have you ever seen me get numbers this low? Like, I genuinely don't think that I've been this broke in any of my games with stats this low, and also feeling really useless. Like, the theory behind optimal overflow was good. Ranged players do damage, can go through the Rhine shield. It just feels absolutely useless. So then it's like, okay, so what are we going to pick? How are we going to salvage this? Let's see.
It's a fierce competition. Who will cave to the pressure?
So the reason why I'm hovering over cross orbital this entire time is because I'm thinking, look, I want to fire damage orbs, but I also want to provide healing, like orb healing, so that I can build ability power to make the orbs actually hit harder.
Only 20 seconds left.
Cross orbital solves that. We can fire damage orbs exclusively and just rely on healing orbs, or if we do it the other way around, at least we know we're firing a damage orb as well. Sorry, yeah. If we used healing orbs, we'd fire a damage orb. So here's the other thing. I'm not a big fan of cross orble. So now I'm on an optimal overflow, which I hate, and I'm on a cross orble that I hate. I mean, I don't hate cross orble. I find it's actually quite cool. I just prefer to stack like single orb types. So fire damage orbs here. We've got alternative energy, I believe. Did we keep that? We'll soon find out when we next fade. I didn't actually check about the rest of it. Oh, we didn't fade. But yeah, so now, I mean, we're firing orbs, but the other thing is that how much damage could we have done just by grasping players here? Zai getting pinned. Is she off the map? She is off the map, and Ryan is not. Okay, we do have alternative energy still. So in comes Ryan. Brig's playing really well, actually. By the damage orb, cross orb, getting a bit of healing as well. It's getting some good value. We heal orb again. Trying to do some healing. We have to fade though because there's a lot of damage coming in. Enemy team's just walking us over. We've already used our fade. Ryan with a nice little jump at the end. We just about managed to escape. But Cassidy takes us down. Yeah, this is brutal. I mean, the team's complaining about the Xayah, and you know, I kind of agree, but I feel like the Xayah is expecting more value out of us. Like, I want to put the blame on me because I know how much better I could be in this game. But look, there's still time to fix it. And I tell you, the game gets interesting. And I would say it's interesting because we kind of messed up as we're trying to dodge the Ana shots. There's also a Freya involved. Ryan's going over onto the point, at the back of the point actually. Freya gets a shot on us. Next to the Ana. Ana's used her sleep dart. We're trying to heal the Xayah before she gets pinned, but the damage is huge. Rig with, oh my god, it's brutal. The Ryan just crushed them in rally as well. Now we've got to be a bit careful of Ana's sleep dart just in case. Cassidy's there, low health. Ana does sleep burst. We fade across. No one was healing the Cassidy. We managed to take him down. Zen's discorded us, or is about to. Either way, we got eliminated over on the point. Genji comes in, gets a kill over onto the Ana. This could work. Ryan with another pin over onto the Xayah. Xayah's in a lot of trouble. Brig, honestly, Brig is carrying this game right now. The question is, can we get out and help them? Cross Orble's not going to reach them in time. Ryan in with a pin, that's going to zone us out of the point. I don't think we can even go for it. Kind of seeing if we could get a cheeky kill or anything, but no, look at that. 1.5k healing. Even when we've got Cross Orble, and then we're in like the 3k damage, we only earned 7,500 that round. It's going so badly. And we don't get another power until round 5. So I'm trying to say to the Xayah right here, if Ryan keeps pinning you, you can get the item or power that allows you to jump high with Xayah, right? So you can just use your right click on the ground and then jump over him. That would probably help. Anyway, we've got to fix this build. So, the double debuffs, smart orbs, ability lifesteal. Wow, look at that, we can just get charge plating as well. So, ability power, ability lifesteal, charge plating for ability power and armor once we use our coal. So look, our orbs are not getting much heal value, they're not getting much damage value. Let's at least give them debuff value. And so we buy both of them. The downside here is that we've got rid of alternative energy.
The arena is calling. Our team
So that means that if we want to use optimal overflow, we kind of need to right click to get our resources back or rely on damage orbs, and it gets a little bit awkward.
Not long now until
alternative energy makes things like much simpler. So let's go into this round, and hopefully we can see an improvement with these debuffs.
Let's get to it.
Alright, fire the orbs that way. Optimal overflow slowing the Ryan. The Ryan's now aware that movement could be a problem for him. Oh, we want to get that second orb off, but we're also providing some healing. Weapon power healing at this point is quite low though. Firing the orbs forward. Now we're out of juice though. We're going to have to fade. We try and heal the brig. We can only manage to heal over time. We need to throw damage orbs to get our resources back, which we've done. Bit of right click there as well. Ryan's very, very low. Maybe the debuffs are helping us here. Oh, Freya's there. Low health. Does hit us, but we have to fade. Cassidy takes down the Freya. Cassidy's anti-though, and I think the slow actually really helped him out here. Got to fade round to the back here. Trying to time the Anna's shots, but she just hits all of them.
Surrender to my will.
Yeah, we're a bit scared of the Anna sleep. You know, she's got giant sleep dart. Ryan does charge us, and we're actually okay with this because we're just kind of slowing everybody down. I fired a damage orb there because I did not believe that we were saving the brig. Like, I didn't want to waste the heal orb if she's just going to die in the next, like, shot. Turns out that she just got enough, and then cross orble came in as well. It's just about helped to survive. Kill Freya. See, we're much more active with the grasp. Like, whenever we're using just Moira's right-click grasp, it feels like we're getting so much more value. There's pressure. Like, maybe if we had a combo like optimal overflow with precarious potency rather than orbs, it might have been quite good. Like, to provide that kind of weapon power healing. But yeah, it's really a power that I hate playing with. But look, I like to mix things up. So sometimes you might go, oh, hang on a minute. Like, you get some actual play time with the powers, and then you suddenly realize, oh, this is great. It's like, I didn't run Chain Grasp for the longest time. I always went Ethereal Excision. And then I thought, we've done a lot of Ethereal Excision builds. Let's give Chain Grasp another go. And then we realized its potential, and now it's the preferred item, so makes sense to give this a go. Oh, Zai got pinned by this by the Reinhardt there. But the slow meant he could not engage. Genji's also playing well. Brig and Genji MVPs this game. Definitely. Like, we're in a close 4th at this point, maybe 5th. Maybe there's someone worse than me. Not this round. Maybe the first 2 rounds we were just the worst on the team. Either way, enemy team, they've got players contesting on the payload. They're not yet moving their one though. Ryan's very low health. Fire the orb, anticipating he's going to go up the ramp. Zaya tries to attack. We try and slow them. Can we finish off players? Anna might have a sleep dart. We kill the Cassidy. Anna's really low. Kill the Anna as well. There's the Ryan, but the Freya comes in. Zen's also there. They're the ones pushing the objective here. And several of our players are dead. Cassidy's got no health. Can he finish off the Freya? Goes to attack the Freya. Freya taken down. We have players there, but oh, in comes Transcendence. Is that just Zen contesting on his own, or is he actually healing somebody there? Can't yet see. It looked like it was on his own maybe. Because now Ryan is close, but they do not get to the point, and our team carries us to bring the game 2-2. We actually get MVP though, which I'm very surprised about. I'm sure you guys were also pretty surprised about that. But now we have an opportunity. Now we can start to properly fix the build.
Time for the teams to gear up.
Pick up Phantasm without even thinking about it. There was an option for multi-ball. There's also an option for Chain Grasp. We get alternative energy again, at least for now. And we're looking at it and going, okay, this doesn't look too bad. We really missed the fact that we could spam out the orbs. And now we have Phantasm as well, so when we do fade, then yeah, we can get our energy but also leave behind an orb. Question is, are we actually getting close enough to anybody to use it? I wanted to have that because I want an orb on 3 different cooldowns, if you know what I mean. So we've got our regular orb, which we fire on our 8-second cooldown. We have our fade orb, Phantasm, and then we also have our healing, our grasp orb. So the whole point is that I want to maximize the amount of debuffs that I can apply to the enemy team. And as far as I'm concerned, that's my job. Nothing else. I want them to permanently experience these debuffs.
Only 20 seconds left until we kick this round off.
Now this is quite a big open map. Phantasm's going to be quite tricky to use unless the Rhine gets aggressive. It's going to be tricky to use on anyone else on their team.
3, 2,
but I still like the fact that now I have so many different sources of orbs. And look, if they do get up close and personal, then Phantasm's going to be the best orb for it. If they're at range, then Cross Orble, Optimal Overflow are going to be good for it. So we jump up to the high ground to try and get double orbs up there to hit the Cassidy. Cassidy smartly jumps down. As now we can provide some healing. Just kind of weapon power healing. Cross Orble can do also a little bit. Or we get hit by a Fire Strike because we're focused on that. We don't have our fade. It was less than half a second until we got that back. And again, this is Optimal Overflow incompatibility. Many people say that they wish that there was an indicator in the UI that would show when it's going to trigger so that you could aim it, because we kind of have to guess or remember how much energy we've burnt. It would be nice if there was just feedback. Oh, Freya's killed us. Yeah, didn't really expect it to be there, didn't expect it to turn around and just delete us. We've got no survivability in this build. 337 health. We basically need to be a coward, long distance debuffer. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We want to get some healing, but also the orb gets a little slow on them. Can we use Phantasm? We do actually use that for once. Cross Orble's going to heal the Zarya up as well. This works out quite well. In comes a grab as well, but Cassidy's shooting us up top. We have to fade that because I know that we're not very tanky. Fire the orb there, it's still going to slow down movement, and at least the Zen's pushed into that door. Cassidy weak. Can Genji finish him off? Genji does take down Cassidy there. Freya's behind us. Orbs bouncing behind. Or flying behind, should I say. Takes down the Freya just about. It needed help from our team, of course. Our amazing team who are carrying us to victory here. Now, I wanted to fire the damage orb. You'd go, why are you firing a damage orb there? Because if we slow them, then the Rhine can't catch up. If the Rhine catches up with the Cassidy, then yeah, the Cassidy's 100% done for, regardless of any healing that we do. Phantasm Orb over onto the Zen. It's going to slow him down. Freya's on us again behind this flanky Freya. Getting an absolute bolt in my side. I don't know. Find a pun or a joke there. I'm low energy today. But look, we've also done quite a lot of damage this round. We've got, at least in the 4K, like the most damage on the team. Which is good, numbers I want to see, but it still feels uncomfortable. The problem is that alternative energy is just an item that I don't want right now. Because yeah, the stats are amazing on it, but it's taking the place of my tanky item, my survivability. Where's my Phantasmic Flux? Where's my Lumerico Fusion Drive? Like, without that, yeah, we get this energy back and we can fire these more orbs, but this is where we're kind of struggling a bit with it. Bounce that orb flat. Freya just dink, dink, dink hits us again with every shot. We take him down though with help from the Genji. Zarya whiffs the grab. Enemy team doesn't have to push it very far to take the lead though. They've got 2.29 meters. Go on, Cassidy. Somehow you've got to kill everybody. That's the Zen punched in the face. But yeah, immediately we lose the round. So enemy team needs one more to win this game.
2 to 3.
We need to step it up.
From these superstars. Coming up next, get ready for control.
Right, we've got to win these two.
Now's the time for our teams to work out their strategies.
So I'm keeping the debuffs. We've sold everything else. I'm like, look, I cannot just be getting deleted like this. Extendrils would make sense. Nano Cola for the ability power. We don't have any ability lifesteal, but do we just want more ability power? Because at the end of the day, we have Cross Orble that can heal us up a bit. So we need to make that choice. So if we bought Phantasmic Flux instead of Extendrils, that would have given us more survivability. But Extendrils means more debuffs are applied, so it's kind of tricky. We've got Lumerico, so that's going to give us some survivability. Maybe we don't need to double stack it. It's a tricky decision though.
The arena is calling. Our teams have 20 seconds left.
So by selling alternative energy, what we're saying is screw Optimal Overflow. We're just not going to focus on it. We've got Cross Orble, we've got Phantasm. We're now tanky enough to like get a little bit more involved. We'll use Cross Orble by accident. We'll use it once at the start and then by accident, right? Just, we're not making it the main character. Let's see how it plays out.
Capture the objective.
So we go a slight off angle because maybe we can catch some people up the top. There's the optimal overflow orb. I think from now on if we fire that... Oh, we nearly got caught in the crossfire by a pin. Our team's actually getting crushed here. Zaya does go down as well. So we get some healing. We were trying to just drop off a Phantasm orb, but it's not the end of the world that we just get killed. Oh, voice. Ah, excuse me. So it's not the end of the world that we get caught out there. Because it does mean that we are spawning around the same time as our team. So we can start a push again as soon as possible. Alright, we've got one orb, follow the cross orb in. That's also going to help with the healing the Zaya. Ryan goes for the pin, we just get a little Phantasm orb on them as well. We get slept, Zen hits us, Freya hits us. That's all she wrote, but we have got a lot of anti-heal and damage on them and they've been forced out of the point, at least for now. Enemy Freya's playing really well actually. Zen has to use Transcendence. We have managed to cap the point though, which I think the Zen maybe should have just given us that one. It'd be a different story if we hadn't yet capped and Zen went for the stall. Maybe you could justify it, but after we've capped, you don't want to be using that ult. So, see if we can get some of these slowing orbs towards their spawn. Buy us a bit more time. We've got Phantasm, we want to move close, but we've got to be aware of the Ana sleep darts coming in. Bounce our regular orb off of the wall. Fire Strike comes in, Cassidy gets taken down. We're going to drop that behind the Rhine in case he decides to retreat, but in comes Shatter as well. We've got Coalescence, is not enough. Can we get any kills here? Oh, we get ulted by Freya. We take down the Freya and crucially Genji. What is Genji doing in their backline? The ult, they're not capping the point. Even with the Ana there, the fact that we just killed the Freya would have capped. And that would have put us in a much worse position. So, last fight, if we can win this one. And Ryan needs to get over onto the point. Phantasm Orb's going to block. Oh, okay. Well, even though their whole team was there, no one stepped forward. So, we'll take that. MVP. Yeah, it felt so much more like... It's just so much nicer. It's so much nicer when I don't have to focus on optimal overflow. Did I mention that I dislike that power? Just in case, I'm gonna tell you guys, I really don't like playing with optimal overflow. I think if you're a passive Moira player, and passive isn't bad, by the way. If you're passive, but, and this is gonna sound weird, if you're passive but actively passive, so in other words, you're doing stuff while you're sat back, then yeah, optimal overflow could be crazy. Like really strong for you, but it's just not how I play. And one of the cool things about Moira, and one of the things that make her the hero that I've been able to play for such a long time, is how dynamic she is. You can be tanky, you can be flanky, you can be a distraction, you can go mega DPS, you can go heal bot. There's so many things that you can do with this hero. It makes sense that some of them you don't like. And in my case, it's sit back and use optimal overflow. I hate it. I really hate it. The best build that I've got for optimal overflow is one which involves chain grasp. So it's a burst damage hybrid build. Which, yeah, you basically just... You fire out 2 orbs, one optimal overflow orb, one regular orb, and then you follow up with chain grasp and then fade back and repeat it. Very, very strong in terms of burst damage, something which Moira lacks. But that way you're only using optimal overflow kind of once.
Victory is in reach, but which team will seize it? 3, 2,
right, so we picked up a Phantasmic Flux as well. That should help a bit with our survivability. Yeah, so fire that orb through. We also picked up multi-ballers of power. So now we have only orbs. It's the only orbs build. I just don't like the order of it. Ryan desperately slow. Oh, fade round the... Yeah, okay, so yeah, we faded and we got killed by Freya, and that's all that happened. Engaging commentary. Meanwhile, my team's doing good. I mean, we're just applying the debuffs, tanking the shots. We can't really sell that one to you guys. But look, I think the build is so much better now that it's actually being really good value for our team. Now that we're just on more familiar territory. Would have been nice to have a different power here. Could have been, it could have gone Void Hoppers, Chain Grasp, Ethereal Excision. Could have been quite nice. Go forward and use the Phantasm Orb to stop them from pushing out. It's really hard for Orion to get the motivation to move forward. So we take down the Cassidy who tried to flank. With Diana as well. In comes Zen with his Transcendence. Oh, we get hit by that. They're stuck in a grab though. We've got Coalescence. We use it. We might not have needed it. Freya there, taking a while to die to this though. So just about to take the Freya down. Drop the Phantasm Orb outside their spawn. Try and slow players down as they're trying to get over to the point. Liquid Nitrogen's like hidden passive there as you get more objective time. Fade behind, try and make some noise. Anna sleeps us. We're going to still fire some orbs around. That's going to slow them getting out. And the rest of our team getting quite a few kills. I think it's looking good. It's looking very good. Come up with a victory. If you have a look, we were getting a fair amount of eliminations, decent enough damage. The debuffs, I mean, we had so many debuffs on the enemy team. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would call a game that starts out badly and ends average. But the point is we managed to fix it. And I think sometimes it's good to see the struggle. Like, I can upload a million games of us just rolling the enemy team over and over again. But sometimes I think it's beneficial that you see not everything goes that smooth. Anyway, GG's guys. Thanks for watching.